Friday! Casually coming at you today from Paso Robles, North County office. It's Casual Friday, one of my favorite days. Casual Friday makes me very thankful for where I'm at in life. And you guys can have Casual Friday as realtors pretty much whenever you guys want. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Unfortunately, not everyone will agree with that, but we're here at the coast, so you guys do what you're comfortable with. For me, it's Casual Friday. I have a lot to be thankful for. I'm gonna ask, and anyone watching this, if you want to put 3 things you're thankful for, just 1 thing you're thankful for today, I'd appreciate that. If not, write it down, keep it to yourself, meditate on it. But 3 things I'm thankful for is to have an awesome wife at home who loves me and takes care of me, an awesome family back in Tulare, Visalia. I also have some here in Paso and some in other places as well, but extremely thankful for that. And I'm also extremely thankful for the opportunity to be here. Thankful for the opportunity of another day to get it right, another day to get better. But I always make sure in the mornings, if I'm dragging a little bit, that I go to my gratitude list. What am I thankful for? Because it really has a way of centering me, and I know it can do the same for you guys. So if you're stressed out this morning, highly encourage you to, number 1, be gracious to yourself, but also think about all the things that we have to be thankful for. We have so much, and oftentimes they get drowned out by the stress and the worries of life. But go back to gratitude today. Remember it, meditate on it. So yeah, opportunity. I'm thankful for opportunity to serve people, to love people, and to just better myself in this office here. So, all right, I'm gonna ask a couple people, no pressure out there. Who wants to go first?
I am thankful for family, number 1.
Okay.
My halfway decent health.
There we go.
That's number 2.
Okay.
Halfway decent.
Halfway decent. Health is good. Health is good, guys. Okay.
Half full.
And probably my coworkers for now.
Co-workers for now. You're not leaving us, are you?
I'm not leaving you.
Okay. We're thankful for you too, Mike. And since we have one Mike that I just asked the gratitude list for, let's go ahead and ask the other Mike. Everyone else, I'm sorry. Next time I will get to you. We're doing Mike squared today for the gratitude list. So
I'm
the other Mike.
thankful for the awesome and incredible staff and leadership we have in this office. I'm thankful.
You guys are too kind.
I'm thankful for my coworkers.
Yes.
I'm thankful for having friends.
I agree. I am thankful to have friends as well. And the good thing about having friends is you don't have to have a lot to have strong relationships. Actually, the less you have, the stronger the relationship, the stronger the bond, the stronger the trust. That's something I had to learn in life. It was one of the most difficult lessons for me to learn. That number 1, your circle is important to your growth, and that also your circle a lot of times will define you. So if your circle isn't strong, isn't good, isn't encouraging, typically you're gonna fall into a path that is not the path that is probably best for you. And if you have a high drive and you're surrounding yourself with people who have low drive and low energy and low motivation, there's a high chance that your drive will slip away from you. So be around driven people. Be around people with goals. They don't have to be just like yours, because I think it's important to have some diversity there, but also just be very mindful of the people that are pouring into you and the people you are pouring into. There's a special power that goes on there, so very important on that. Thank you, Michael Squared, for contributing to the gratitude list this morning. I'm not going to play Diana Kokoska today. I really, because it's Casual Friday and because we're on gratitude, I read, as I do every morning, one of my devotionals, leadership devotionals, and it's it was really, really impactful and powerful on me. And it really simplifies leadership. And who knows, in real estate, you are a leader. You're a leader not only of yourself, but of your business and the clients that you're leading. Also, if you have any support staff or admin and all that stuff, it's important that we're leading with the right heart. So the devotional this morning from my leadership book, it was Leadership Equals Love. And this is what I believe to be the purest form of leadership. If you were to boil down all the complexities, everything that everyone tries to preach at you about how to run a good business, if you were to boil it all down into one thing, I believe the word is love. And that's like, what do you mean? I believe that us as humans try to make very simple things very complex because we want to make ourselves feel smarter than we really are. When love encompasses all, it covers all, and it's very important that we go back to love on a daily or hourly basis, depending on where our stress levels are, depending where our anxiety is. It's very important that we love not only ourselves, but the people around us. And to properly love the people around us, we must first learn how to love ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and start reading here. Leaders cannot effectively lead people we do not love. Wow, just that one line. Leaders cannot effectively lead people we do not love. I'm not talking about the love and intimate love. I'm not talking about anything that's weird or like that. I'm talking the basic form of caring for someone like you care for yourself, the golden rule. You can't be a leader if you don't practice and apply the golden rule in your life. So leaders cannot effectively lead people we do not love. Consider what love is. So let's consider together what love is. I have a list of 7 here, and this is pulled out of the classic 1 Corinthians 13. You know, the weddings that you go to, you hear what love is, and we've kind of made it kind of a white noise, but we don't really go into depth and dissect it. What does that look like in our own life, in our own relationships? So I'm going to boil it down to 7 right here. Love is patient. Am I giving others the same room to make mistakes as I want others to give me? It's important, guys. We oftentimes want to give ourselves patience and give ourselves grace for the mistakes we make, but then we're so quick on someone else. If they're not doing something right, they're not saying something right, we just no grace, no patience for them. If you're working with a client and you're just like wanting to go, guys, love is patient. That means we need to display patience to our clients. It's very, very important. Can you guys agree with that?
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
It's patience, guys. And that's a tough thing for us realtors. It's very, very tough because we want to go. But slow yourself down enough to realize that love is patient. Love is kind. Do the people I lead actually like being around me? If you want to know the answer to this question, just ask yourself how much they ask to hang out with you. And this is more of a personal side, but are they asking you after you go to a showing with them, do they want you to show them other homes afterwards? Love is kind. Are you displaying kindness to your clients? I'm going to open that up. That's a live question right now.
Yeah, I think it more comes down to you got to get to the point to, like I had clients who I showed a home to, and it was more of just showing, and then the next week later, we showed 3 homes, and I was more happier about it. They don't put an offer on any of the homes, but
right.
The relationship building within, the hour and a half we were looking through homes.
And that's a win, right?
Yeah, that's a
huge win.
You get to hang out and just talk life and laugh with some people, and then they can just see that, okay, like we say, you got to put the relationship before the transit. Well, you got to when you start counting, my goal, and when I hit the phones today or when I reach out to people, my goal isn't to get a transaction out of it. My goal is to create a relationship that I have in this business until either they die or I'm out of this business or I die. That's what you got to be looking for in clients.
And they gain your trust.
Yeah, they gain your trust, and they're like, Mike truly or this agent or Michael Squared, they truly care about, they just want to find not a house. They want me to find my home.
Yeah.
No matter how long it takes.
Yes.
And I told my clients that, I'm like, we're looking for another year or two. We're looking for another year or two.
Right. And always say, well, ideally we don't take that long,
but
it's no longer weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just want you to be happy with the house you find.
Yes.
And yeah.
And something I love that you said, Michael, and I know both Michael Squared, you guys are very kind and very patient with your people. You guys are. But something that you said that was really big to me, and it sticks out to me, and when I was active selling homes, I kept it at top of mind before I went into appointment that, hey, I may or may not sell them this house, but I can gain a little bit more of their trust.
Every time.
I can create just a little bit better of a relationship. And this relationship, guys, I went in with the mindset, I'm not just going to get these set of people for this one transaction. I'm setting a relationship and building trust that will get me 3 to 10 transactions in my lifetime. Because we know that the average person is going to buy or sell a property in 5 to 7 years. Sounds kind of wild, right? Well, let's dig into that a little bit more. Not only are they themselves may purchase or sell a property in the next 5 to 7 years after you find them a home, or after you help them sell one of their homes.
Referrals.
They have family and friends that absolutely would love to have someone that they know and they trust in their circle give a recommendation. A live recommendation is what I call it. Someone where they've been to houses with them, they've done a transaction with them, and they want to refer. So that only happens if we build that relationship. So when we go into these showings, it's not just about that house, guys. It's about that person. It's about that relationship, and we expand it from there. You guys are building the foundation of your business right now with how many quality relationships you can have. So love is patient, love is kind. Love always protects. Do I have my staff's back? Do I have my clients' back? It's discouraging to work for someone or with someone who demands loyalty but will not extend it. It's big, guys. It's very big. Love always protects. And on the love always protects, I see this as a good opportunity when you're displaying this. This is, you ask questions because you want to protect your client. You want to protect your staff. You care about your clients enough that you're willing to ask questions that may be a little bit uncomfortable for you, but will help get you the answers and the truth you need to serve them better. When you're asking questions not to just receive information, but to help build the relationship and understand your client so you can better assist them, guys, the world changes. Real estate changes. It's not transactional anymore, it's relational. And that's how you build a business where you have truly lifelong clients. They will go out of their way to work with you on any of their transactions. They will go out of their way to refer their cousin, their friend, their mom, dad, aunt, uncle, niece, nephew, whatever, to you because of that trust and relationship and how well you protected them throughout the whole transaction. Love always trusts. Do I believe the people who lead their assigned areas can make day-to-day decisions without my input? So this is more on the leadership side of things, but let's put it on the agent side. If you're an agent and you're working with your client, love always trusts. Do I believe in my clients that they will contact me if they want to go look at a home? Have I asked that question or questions to bring up that scenario? Because if we're bringing up that scenario, hey, you know, if you drive by a home that you fall in love with from the curb appeal or whatever, are you going to be calling me? And just sit on that and just let them answer you. Because when you ask that question, number one, it shows that you care about them. And number two, you're asking them, do you care about me? And that's big, guys, because we don't want to just say, hey, I care about you, do you care about me? No, we have to kind of finesse that, right? We have to finesse that. So love always trusts. Love always hopes. Do I always automatically assume the worst about someone? Do I assume the best about someone? Am I somewhere in the middle? How can I get to the further side of best, trusting the best of people? When you hear something negative about someone or bad about someone, are you sitting there and you just feeding into it? And are you guys going back and forth to where you guys are so built up about this person or that that you guys are just sitting there and being judgmental fools? I say that because, guys, I've been that person. And I've sat across the table from someone who was so negative, and then I fed into their crap. And then I leave feeling like crap.
Yeah, like that was a depressing conversation.
Yeah, I leave feeling like crap.
There's no growth, nothing.
There's no growth, there's nothing positive. I didn't help myself, I didn't help the person across from me.
You feel terrible, I feel terrible.
Like, you guys just bought into someone's crap, and now you have to live in it with them. Guys, have the courage and the strength to say, hey, I understand you may feel like that, but let's choose to look at the best or assume the best of that person. Because it's really, really wild what starts happening when you believe in the best in people. Or when someone wants to gossip with you and they say something negative or bad, instead of feeding into that, you have the ability to say, hey, that may or may not be true, but for the sake of this conversation, let's not talk about it. Do you guys know that you're not only teaching yourself, you're teaching the person across from you how to treat you? You're setting boundaries with them. This is something I've struggled with, guys. And I'm really, really passionate about it now because I see growth occurring and I see my life getting better. And I'm not talking financially better, guys. I'm talking, because there's so much more to life than just finances. I'm talking about internal growth, leadership growth. These are how you become leaders. And when you become leaders, you become a magnet for people. You become a magnet. They want to give you their business because you're a leader. You care for them. You don't talk crap. You're very honest and truthful, but you care enough about yourself and the person across from you that you're not going to feed in to negativity, to gossip, to things that won't build up.
And so when you build that relationship off of love, but more, I would say, off of respect, I think is the most important when it comes to leadership.
Yes.
Then that's when you can look them in the eyes, and they can look you in the eyes and be blunt with you as well.
Yep.
And
it's a good thing.
Yeah, like that's what best friends are for.
Yes.
Pointing out the worst qualities in you.
It is.
You have that trust, you have that love, you have that respect.
Yes.
And they're able to call you out,
You can be a sounding board without reacting.
Yeah, without reacting, because
That's great, Michael.
From me,
that was so good.
They want what's best for me, because we both want what's best for each other.
Yep.
And I'm going to listen because you truly love me.
Yes.
And there's no ego in it. There's nothing in it.
Nope.
It's not. Yeah.
You take all of the crap in you and you throw it on the floor. And guys, this doesn't happen overnight. This is a conversation by conversation, relationship by relationship thing that we just build on, and we become better and better and better. And it's that momentum that I speak of so often in real estate. If we took that momentum and applied it to our internal selves, our personal selves, and decided that we wanted to make ourselves better today, and even if I didn't do anything transactionally today, I made myself better, that's a win for my business. That is a win for my business, because I am my business. It's very important, guys. I love this conversation we're having right now. This is stuff that isn't spoken of enough, but it's vital, guys. It's vital to longevity in your business. It's vital to where you don't get burnt out. We have to keep our motives pure and clean when we're dealing with our clients. It's not a mandatory thing, but I can tell you, you'll live a better life. You'll feel more fulfilled, whether you're making $1 million or making $100. You'll feel better about yourself, which then in turn will resonate into your business. Your business will then respond with the fruit of good finances, which is something to celebrate. And guys, celebrating your finances when you're winning and you're internally sound, guys, that's the most exciting thing there is. When you can feel good about yourself, your business, and now have finances to do the things that you've been working for your whole life, man, I just got goosebumps, because that's the epitome of a good life, guys. That is it boiled down right there. So far we got love is patient, love is kind, love always protects, love always trusts, love always hopes, love always preserves. Love always perseveres. Both are one and the same, but love always perseveres. Am I quick to give up on people after they make one mistake? Or am I willing to teach them through it?
Teach them.
That's right.
It's all about teaching, especially in leadership. Your job's a teacher. John Wooden, greatest coach in the history of
Amen.
sport,
Yes, he is.
He said, the greatest role a parent plays is that of a teacher.
That's right.
And then second, they're a parent.
That's right.
It just comes down to, and if you're in a leadership position, you have to be ready for people to mess up.
That's
people
right.
are going to mess up differently, and it comes back to that way of communication and that love.
Right.
You can talk to me in a certain way that you probably can't talk to someone else in the office.
Correct.
Just because based off of respect, or I can talk to Michael in a way when it comes to business, the way just mostly off of respect.
Exactly.
Because we built that relationship.
Correct.
But it comes down to that. And when it comes down to communicating and that goes back to the DISC thing, this is how you need to communicate.
Exactly.
Exactly. But it all comes down to communication.
It does.
That goes to every single relationship in life, whether it be business, whether it be a wife, a husband, anything, family, friends. Communication is the number one role in leadership in every aspect of life, with clients as well. It just comes down to basic communication, no matter how little of but it just comes down to communication.
You're so right, man. Yeah. And let's just think about our own selves, guys. The people in our life who have meant the most to us, is it those that have quickly, just as soon as you make a mistake, just write you off? No, it's those that come beside you when you make a mistake, and they love you enough to give you the grace that you don't even feel like you deserve, right? It's those people that remember in your head, for your whole entire being. You just remember that moment, or these moments where I couldn't even find grace for myself, yet someone saw my mistake and was willing to come alongside me and teach me something from it, or teach me how to get better. I can tell you, all of the people that I consider role models in my life, they never gave up on me when I made one mistake, or 2 mistakes, or 100 mistakes, or 1,000 mistakes. They were gracious to me. They loved me. They taught me to keep going, but to always get better. Because I've seen grace in the act of enabling too, to where you're not truly benefiting, which that's a whole nother subject and topic in and of itself. But love always perseveres, guys. Let's get down with our clients. If they make a mistake and they call another agent, let's not get on the phone and chew the other agent out, and then get on the phone and let that negative energy transmit to our clients. Let's show them our patience and our kindness, that we care for them so much that it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, and I just thought we had a really good thing going. Is there anything more that I can do to make this not happen again? Right then, you just established, hey, number 1, it's okay that happened. Number 2, I want to make myself better for you. Number 3, what can I do to make that happen? It's very important, guys.
I'm a human being. I'm vulnerable.
Yep.
No one wants someone to feel bad, and they're like,
correct.
And then that also goes back to, he truly wants what's best. And
That's
he
right.
wants to be better. We always want to be better.
Right.
None of us are going to be perfectionists or the best at what we do here.
Correct.
Like I say, Warren Buffett's still alive. We need to humble ourselves.
Correct.
He's still on this earth.
Isn't that crazy?
It is. So as long
Warren
as,
Buffett's
as
like
long as he's on this
150.
earth, I'm trash. So,
right.
And it comes back to that. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just saying, you're reestablishing that trust.
Yeah.
You're reaffirming it.
You're reaffirming it. That's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're letting them know that you're still there. It's okay that they messed up a little bit, but let's get better and keep moving forward. And that, guys, that does so much for your clients. And they would never, I can tell you, a lot of times your clients will not be there and be like, Mike, that was so good what you did. But behind the scenes, when you get off the phone, you just did something and you impacted them in a way that they will not forget. They will not forget. Therefore, you build their trust even more. You build that relationship even more. A lot of times, in the most negative things that can happen to you, in the most negative circumstances or situations, if you provide grace, kindness, and you come alongside someone, you just create a relationship that will outlast anything else you could say to them or do for them. You just created that simply by being there for them, letting them know it's okay, I'm still here, I want to be everything that I can for you, how can I do that? And then put it on them, how can I get better? Because then they're going to be like, you're great, Michael, like I'm sorry for doing that. Or they won't do anything. But like I said, when they hang up the phone, they're thinking all of this stuff. They're thinking it all. And that way you don't even have to do the talking anymore. You let their own mind do it, simply by the way that you responded to them, simply by the way that you asked the questions, and that you let them know that you had grace for them. Very important. This goes, hope you guys know, these are leadership lessons beyond just real estate, guys. This is life, because being a leader doesn't involve the business that you're running. It involves your community, it involves your family, it involves so much more. It encompasses so much more, guys. And as you build up those other departments, it's so funny. It all feeds right back in your business, guys. It's a win, 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 win when you do these things. And the last one, my favorite one, love never fails. Do I have a high turnover or a low turnover in the number of people who work with me or for me? If the number is high, then maybe it isn't the people around me that are failing. Crazy.
It's hard to accept it sometimes.
It is.
Well, for some people.
Right? And then it's funny because you listen to these people sometimes and you're like, there's a common denominator in all of these things, but somehow you're really good at pointing it off on everyone else. Sometimes it involves taking responsibility. Actually, all the time. 100% of the time, it involves taking responsibility. One thing that I have now taken responsibility for, which is a heavy burden in many ways, I take responsibility for the success or failures of this office. I take personal responsibility for the success or failures of my agents, of my staff, of anyone and everyone that is here. I take responsibility for it.
It's leadership.
Whether it's my fault or not, because I am the common denominator in everything.
Yeah.
And just taking that mindset with you wherever you go, you will always get better. Even when you fall flat on your face, if you can take responsibility for it, dust yourself up, get up, you will be better. You will be better. And the people around you will respect you so much more, guys. They'll respect you. So I'm going to read that. Do you have a high turnover? Is it in your real estate business? Is it in your whatever business you're doing? Do you have a high turnover in it? If the number is high, then maybe it isn't the people around you that you're failing or that are failing. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe we need to take responsibility for some of the things that we're doing. People will not remember us for what we accomplished, but they will remember how we made them feel and what we helped them to accomplish. This leadership style is guaranteed to see results. Love will not fail. Leadership by love is the most excellent way to lead. Leadership by love is the most excellent way to lead. And I said leadership by love is the most excellent way to leave. I'm talking about, guys, this life is a precious thing. When you guys aren't here anymore, did you lead with love? Because if you did, you will have a legacy that will outlive you. And that's important to me. Actually, it's one of the most important things to me. I want my love to speak so loudly and be so evident in everything that I do and everyone that I'm surrounded by and everyone that God is blessed to bring in my circle or in my life, that even after I'm gone, not what I did for them will last, but the way I made them feel, the way that I loved them, the way that I cared for them, and the way that I was able to help you guys accomplish everything that you want to accomplish in life, whatever that may be. It's very important. So what's next? Who have you encouraged lately? Are you more interested in who your staff or your clients are becoming or what they are doing? Who have you encouraged lately? I'm going to encourage you guys with that question right there to resonate on it, to think about it. Maybe write a few people down that you think need some encouragement, whether it's a client, whether it's a family member. I'm only where I'm at in life because I've been surrounded by people who have encouraged me. So maybe you can be one of those people for someone else, because guys, that will long outlast your life here on earth. I've been encouraged by people who are no longer here, but I remember all the things that they said they would do for me, all the things they said, all the way that made me feel, the grace they gave me. So much, guys. This life is such a precious thing, yet we get so bogged down in things that don't really matter, and complexities, and I call them human complexities because us humans like to make things really, really complicated, when if you boil it down, leadership is love, guys. Are you loving those around you? If you aren't, how can you? Encouragement's a great way. Letting them know that you're thankful for them is great. If you are loving, how can you love more? How can you love better? How can you love bigger? And maybe sometimes we think of real estate in the wrong way. We think if I can close 50 transactions, or if I can close 10 transactions, or if I can make $1 million, maybe we need to start setting goals for ourselves that involve how many people have we encouraged today? How many people this week have I told them that I'm thankful to have them in my life, that I'm thankful to have them as a client, that I'm thankful to have the opportunity to serve them? Maybe if we started changing the way that we thought about our goals and the way that we started, or that we think we need to achieve success, maybe if we looked at it from a different lens or a different perspective, we'd end up hitting all those other goals more and with a better heart. Just something for you guys to think about. Michael, you go ahead and get ready to shut this thing down. We'll go over bold laws after this together, but I feel like we need to end this video on that. So I appreciate all of you guys watching this. I appreciate all you in the room here today. I want you to know that you are loved, you're cared for by many, many people. And go out and give some love, give some encouragement today to your family, to your friends, to your clients. And let's make this Casual Friday the best one yet. Appreciate you guys. Talk to you soon.